Alright, I got a lot of documenting to make up for. I've been really busy. Oh. Really busy. I didn't get my sleep the last 2 nights. I've been so busy. But anyway, I guess we'll start by documenting text messages. I'll have to use my other phone to document some of it. But this is my backup phone, if you will. It's got a bigger hard drive. It's newer. It's got a lot more capabilities of putting tech in my phone, so on and so forth. But anyways, I guess we'll start with this. Found this image that represents Judas, and it's perfect for him. He pretends to be a Christian, but he's really quite evil. So, I think I documented this one already. Oh yeah, that was my mom. So yeah, in a different video, I'll show you where Lori chewed me out for only giving Judas 15-day notice, telling me that was illegal. So he's basically only giving her half-truths and whatnot. So anyways, going back to June 12th, we moved Libby because he stole Trig and probably Trigger and who knows who else. He's been sabotaging and stealing other things. Sabotaging me, sabotaging other things, and stealing other things. So my mom was afraid he was going to steal Libby. So we hid her at Kaplinger. So after I made the police report, June 12th, regarding him stealing Trig, I sat down with my mother, proofread this, and sent it. Due to recent events, you now have 15 days left to move yourself and your things off the property. You can thank Sophie for wanting me to give you a reprieve, but at this point, I'm ready to just burn everything to the ground. You just need to pack your bags. I'm done with you. You have 15 days. You need to relocate yourself and the rest of your belongings somewhere else. I've been the only one buying goat food for the last 7 years. And you are going around telling everyone that the feed I buy them is shit. You think you can do better, yet you never do. I like my way of doing things better than your way of not doing things. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have any goats left at all. Yet you trash talk me to everyone you can. I also know you've been slandering me about not buying cat food lately. You haven't bought any. You haven't bought but maybe a few bags of feed for any of the animals in the last 7 years. So it's about time you earn your keep around here and feed some. Oh, wait. Earn your keep and feed some animals for a change. That being said, you tell people that I'm the one buying shitty food for the animals when in fact I think the food you are buying is the cheap crap. I seriously doubt you are buying the equivalent or better than that I buy. Because you're a piece of shit. Furthermore, you don't hardly do anything I ask you to do around here. You think you only have to do 1 hour's worth of work daily, and you barely do that. You hardly do anything on the land at all. You don't do what I need you to do. You only do what you want to do. And you haven't been following through with your end of our agreement. Austin has been living next door since 2019. And he says he never, hardly ever, sees you do any work on the land at all. That you hardly ever leave the greenhouse except when I'm home, and barely at that. Yet you trash talk me to the community. Austin's our north neighbor. And he's got video surveillance, and he basically has shown me that David doesn't do hardly anything around here. But I already knew that. Thank you for finally getting your stuff out of my overseas storage container so I can get it up and out of the mud, which I still need to do that. It's been sitting in the mud for 7 years now. I've only been asking you to do something about it for 5 years now. I see the floor is totally ruined. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta replace the floor. I'd expect you to pay for the damages, but I know you won't. Because you're a piece of shit. You haven't helped me pay hardly any of the bills around here, or compensated me for any animals that you killed by neglect, which is true. So why would you pay me for other damages that you've caused me? Because you're a piece of shit. You continue to disrespect and disregard me and my property. You need to clean up your pigsties, which he never did. I'm tired of looking at your trash, which I still have to clean up. Sorry, I'm in Lamar. I got traffic, and the speed limit's like 35, and there's pedestrians and stoplights. You can no longer live here. You like to live in filth, which is true. And I don't need or want that to be in the public eye or even on my property. People are tired of seeing your pigsty. Even your wife complained about it, which is Sherry. She's not really his wife, but I know he hates that, so that's why I said it. I'm subdividing and selling the front half of the land to Sophie. Or not front half, north.
In half a mile, turn right onto
selling
I-49 toward US
the front half of the land to Sophie and Josh. So they want it cleaned up. Josh is buying the north side. Sophie is buying the south side, or southwest side, northwest. And actually now Sophie's going to buy the south side, and Josh ain't going to buy anything because he decided to opt out, which is fine because I didn't see him working out anyways. I used to, but lately, you know, you really don't get to know somebody until they're really in your presence. And Josh seemed cool until I got to land. Then he started not seeming so cool anymore.
Turn around when possible.
So, he seems honest, you know, somewhat ethical and has integrity. But yeah, we just kind of clashed this last week or so and ran into a major brick wall. And I think he realized, just as I realized, that it's not a good match. And so he's going to stick around for a couple months, and he's paying me rent, unlike my worthless eaters in the past. And he's just going to regroup and figure out where he wants to go from here. But we're still going to, you know, be friends and hang out every once in a while, have a cookout, whatever, do whatever. But anyways, so yeah, he's not actually buying the property, but Sophie's still planning on coming up and buying in. In fact, I just moved some of her stuff up yesterday. I went down there, met her parents, loaded up the truck and trailer, and headed back. And I didn't get back till like 11 o'clock at night. So I got up at 5 o'clock this morning and dropped the trailer off at storage and her TV, and then I'll take care of the rest next weekend. But anyways, maybe Sophie will let you stay on her part, but I know Josh won't, and I don't really want you either at this point. I don't take kindly to lying, thieving, backstabbing, narcissistic parasites, which is pretty much what he is. Probably should add something else in there, but I forgot what it was. Your free ride is over. I'm already supporting enough welfare recipients with my tax dollars. I don't need another one. Which is true. I've had your back for the past 9+ years, and you repay me by talking trash on me to the community since 2019, bad-mouthing me to my business associates. You've been sabotaging me and stabbing me in the back. Yet you kiss ass and are nice to my face. If this is how your friendship works, I don't need it. People have been telling me to throw you out for years, including but not limited to people within the community. Now you and I are done. They think you are a narcissistic or a parasitic narcissist. And to be honest, I'm starting to agree with them. The sun's in my eyes or in my phone. Can't hardly see what I'm reading. Maybe I should just become a welfare recipient like you. Then I too won't have to accept responsibility and accountability either. I'm cleaning house. Whatever I don't plan to keep, I'm either selling or burning, Dennis style. That's his stepdad. Dennis. You no longer have any command. You no longer have any authority whatsoever. You no longer represent me nor speak for me in any form nor fashion. I've been too nice and too lax. You've basically just been taking advantage of me, talking trash on me, sabotaging me, and stabbing me in the back. You're lucky I've given you so many chances. Most people think I should have put you out long ago. And maybe I should have. Now I understand why your family kicked you off the family farm 9 years ago. And now I don't blame them. You think your friends and my business, our friends and my business associates don't report back to me what you have been saying about me? You are a fool. I've given you too many chances already, but I would be a fool to keep you around any longer. So it's time to ship out. Our friendship is over. But then again, you started killing it long ago. You're a hypocrite and a Pharisee. So by July 1st, you better be packed and moved out. Anything you leave behind after July 1st will be considered abandoned property. If you come back on the property without written consent, you will be trespassing and I will have you arrested. P.S. I have video surveillance, witnesses, and documented evidence of most everything. You have been giving public notice. Don't go away mad. Just go away. You did this to yourself, so blame David Ray of the Parasite family. Kano. So anyways, I found out yet Saturday that him and Sherry basically broke Bill's truck. So they so the last couple days he had to use Lori to come help him get his things. And then he was getting Sarah's things as well, because he told her something, I don't know what. And so now he's storing her stuff. I'm not sure what kind of lies he told her, but to be honest, I don't care. He can have her crap. I don't want it. But the two of them had been colluding and conspiring against me since 2019 anyway, so they can both go fuck off. I mostly did that, posted that and this to kind of freak David out, because he has a dark past, dark and dirty past that he, I know, does not want people to find. And I found it. Okay, July 30th was when Lori was there, and they were trying to get into our containers. Luckily, Josh was there, otherwise they would have broke into our containers and stole more stuff. And luckily, Josh had a gun, and he was wearing it on his hip, and that scared them. But Judas doesn't have anything in our containers. And if he does, well, I'm going to hold it for ransom until he gives me my shit back. But I'm pretty sure he don't have anything in there. He had all of his stuff in his greenhouse. And Lori asked me about that after this happened. And it says he don't have anything in there. All his crap was in the greenhouse. So July 1st, they said, time's up, bitch. No, anyways. Time is up. You and or your parasite friends come back without my written consent, you will be trespassing, and whatever actions necessary will be taken. Yeah, he read that to Lori. So she thought I was talking about her being a parasite friend. And in a way I was, but I was mostly talking about sharing. But Lori's kind of a parasite too. So she's just a different kind of parasite. Cindy calls her a flying monkey. So I guess we'll have to Google that. Flying monkey narcissists. Oh, okay. Narcissists may use their flying monkeys as piggy in the middle. Carrying information from party to party. The flying monkey may use gaslighting techniques, open aggression, and guilt tripping. Oh yeah, that's Lori. But she's kind of a narcissist too. Anyway. The sun's making it hard to read. I know you guys can probably read it for yourself, but yeah. I will put Sarah's stuff in the driveway when I return, and you will be notified to come get it. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, Saturday, so it will probably be Sunday or Monday, which is basically 4th of July weekend. If you haven't got your trailer moved yet, I will load it up with her things and you can take them both at the same time. Yeah, apparently, I don't have video evidence of this, but apparently he already had the trailer loaded up with probably more of my stuff and some of his stuff, and he came and got it that night. Or, no, the night before. Or no, he came and got it that day. Yeah. So, and he already had it up front. So they just came in, hooked it, and left. And he pretty much took all of his garbage, his and Sarah's garbage, over to Bill's and John's. Which is kind of funny because in another month he's going to have to move again. Once they find out what his deep dark secret is. I already revealed some of that information. I'll reveal more soon. Alright, got the sun to my back now for a minute. If you hadn't got the trailer moved, blah, 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 you will not go past that point or point the driveway entrance, or you may be shot unless the cops show up quickly enough. Josh, I, and others will be packing. All the neighbors have been notified to do the same. You are no longer welcome on any of my properties. People were right to call you Jerry Jr., even though they only say it behind your back. I was the only one who told you to your face, but you blamed the messenger. Which is true. People have been calling him Jerry Jr. for quite some time. And I tried to tell him that, he's putting off this Jerry Diamond image and people are picking up on it. Maybe he needs to do something about it. Well, he chose to shoot the messenger. And he thought that I was the one saying it, when I really wasn't. I wish I would have thought of it, but I didn't. Somebody else beat me to it. Anyways, I was trying to help him, but, he thought I was out to get him, and I wasn't. Turns out it was the other way around. I used to think you were better than Jerry Diamond, but now I believe you are worse. Your so-called friends will betray you. And you have aligned yourself with backstabbing parasites much like yourself. I just wish I'd seen your true colors sooner. You are a great pretender. On a good note, you are now where you have been wanting to be since 2017. So in a way, I did you a favor. But you are ungrateful, so I doubt you will appreciate that. And Your time there will probably be short-lived, just like the last time. You won't be crawling back to me this time. You'll have to find a new host to feed off of. You are smart, strong, and fully capable, but you are a lazy ass. You have the potential to be great, but you waste it. I'm done with your lying, thieving ass. You are a loser, probably always was, probably always will be. Past predicts future. And then my mom wrote this, and she sent me a rough draft before, and I critiqued it a little bit. So we'll see what she had to say. I never read this final draft. David Ray, I have been nothing but nice to you. I let you stay at my place in Kansas City so you could work and make money. I thought I could trust you. You even called me Mom. Is this how you treat? Hang on, I got traffic. Alright. Is this the way you treated your own mom? No wonder they told you to leave. A few weeks ago, you asked me if you could buy Trig. I said no, she's not for sale. So, as soon as I left, you stole her. You steal her. When she broke her leg, you said, put her down. She's useless. She won't be able to have any babies. Garrett said no.
Miles, exit right, onto
Garrett and I took her to the vet. He said she should be able to adapt fine since she was only 1 month old. So Kano, Garrett, and I decided to save her. You were going to kill her for meat, is what you said a few weeks ago. Well, she was only a month old, so killing her for meat, too young. Right, you gotta wait till they're like 6 months to a year old before you butcher them for meat. She was only a month old. It was, yeah. I guess, he could have roasted her like a rotisserie chicken and had a single meal out of her, but yeah, she wasn't that big. She didn't have that much weight on her. But anyway, she was just an itty bitty thing. Itty bitty 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 bitty. Anyway, they're Nigerian dwarfs. They're itty bitty 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 anyway. Too young. She can't have babies. Oops, guess you were wrong about that too. But when you found out, oh, she can have babies, well, Now you say she's yours again. She isn't yours. She belongs to Kano, Garrett, and I. You wanted to kill her. I have filed a police report for stealing her. If I find out you stole anything else, I will press charges. Oh yeah, he stole other things. We just gotta document everything.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Take the first exit on the right onto I-44 toward I-49 south. Speed warning.
Speed warning.
Speed warning.
Speed warning. I guess it knows what the ramp speeds are, and so it gives me speed warnings when I'm on the ramps all the time, because I'm usually doing more than the suggested ramp speed. That's only usually when I start to go into it. Maybe I brake too hard. I don't brake soon enough and slow down early enough. But if I did that, I'd piss off the people behind me. Like, what are you going so slow for? Alright, here we go. If you steal from me and Garrett, what are you stealing from Kano? Yeah, I stole quite a bit, actually. But a lot of it was just nickel and dime stuff. $1 here, $1 there. Some of the things were tools that I bought for him to use, but not for him to have. And he took them anyway. Looks like this guy's a little slower than me. Might have to bump it up. Bump it up. At least for the next 4 miles, and I can bump it back down to my normal 67 miles per hour. I trusted you. I honestly thought you could be trusted not to steal stuff. You had the keys to almost everything I owned down there. What else have you taken? What have you taken from Kano? Now you broke that trust. You were trusted to protect and take care of things while Kano was out on the road, but you didn't take care of the animals. You abused animals, which that's true too.
Right onto I-49
Primarily the dogs. You supposedly know about goats. Hang on, somebody just cut me off. I need to turn my high beams on. Fuckers. Back it down 1 mile an hour. That just tripped my AI system. My AI system was triggered. Don't trigger my AI system. It's liberal. It might go crazy. Anyways. You supposedly know about goats, but you ignore all the signs and let them die, even your own. That's the same as abuse. All you had to do was tell Kano you thought something was wrong. He would have given you the money to fix it, which is true. Pay the vet bill. Got food for them and whatever you needed for them. Over a dozen goats died because you neglect to say anything. Okay, yeah, she did add more to it. I never thought you would steal from me and Garrett. You were a trusted friend for years. This is what hurts the most. Yeah, he don't give a shit. I know you probably don't give a shit. Right? About how I feel. But I need to say this. I want all my keys back to my storages. Yeah, she'll probably never see that. Container or camper and containers. I don't trust you anymore. That's true. Yeah, he still has our camper key. And I'm 99% sure he will not give it back. He'll keep it just for spite. Probably already threw it away. Probably not. He'll probably keep it just to rub it in our face. I doubt he'll break into her camper because, that's a worse of a crime than what he's already done. And he's real careful about not getting caught and being seen as the bad guy, as the predator. He's real good at painting himself as the victim.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
As a poor thing. And he does his damnedest to make himself look like he's the victim. So I seriously doubt he's going to break into my mom's camper. He might break into mine, but he won't break into my mom's. Because at least in my camper or container, he can claim, oh, Kano has my stuff in there, even though I don't. But we've been in this business relationship for so long that there is a potential that I might have some of his things in my things. And I'm not going to say that I don't have anything of his in my stuff, but I'm 90% sure I don't. And again, if I do, I'll put it aside and I'll hold it for ransom for my things. And when he returns my things, I will return his. So anyways, so then I went on to say, P.S. Bill doesn't want you either. He just took you in because no one else will have you. He just feels sorry for you, just like I used to. But this too shall pass, as it did before. It will again. You have outlived your welcome. Unless you change, no matter where you go, your situation will stay the same. Good luck and grow up. It's time to stop acting like a 6-year-old. Which is true. In fact, Bill even told me Saturday, pretty much that exact thing. Saturday the 9th. He told me that 1 week later after I wrote this. that he doesn't want him either. He only took him in because no one else wanted him, and he felt sorry for him, but he really didn't really want him. And he also said that he is not allowed to talk trash on me over there anymore, ever again. If he is caught talking trash on me, he will be reprimanded, and he will have other consequences, perhaps. So then he sends this bullshit. You have my prayers. May all who seek shelter at your place find safety and peace. What a fucking douchebag. Anyways, so I just ignored that. Said, I guess it never rained today. Looks like it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I'll put Sarah's stuff out Monday for you to come get it out of the driveway. And then he says, I'll pass your message on to Sarah. I will not be returning to the farm. And at first I thought he was just being a dick. But I found out that he broke Bill's truck. And Lori refused to help him out anymore. So he's basically... his fate is unraveling. Bill's pissed off at him because they broke his truck. They never apologized. They never offered to pay for any damages. Nothing. They're like, fuck it. It's not my problem. Which is pretty much the same problem I've been having with him over the last so many years. It's like he breaks my shit and then he acts like it's my problem. It's like, dude, you broke my shit. Why aren't you offering to do something about it? Not my problem. That's how he acts. And he just doesn't give a shit about nobody but himself. You know? But yet, when I wanted to use his hedge trimmer to trim back some blackberries so I can do some fence work, he cried like a little bitch. As if I didn't know how to use a hedge trimmer. When I'm a professional hedge trimmer. And I was like Gary's right-hand man when we were up in Kansas City doing tree work and hedge work. And I ended up having to help Gary show David Ray how to, or Judas, how to do the job properly. And he still never really did, but he slowly got the hang of it. And he acted like I was going to tear up his equipment and like I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, motherfucker. So I went out and bought my own. I mean, I still used it, but after that I was like, fine, I'll just go buy my own, motherfucker. See if I let you use my shit anymore. And then I went and bought a riding lawnmower with the bagger that he's always been wanting me to get. I finally found a good deal on one. Then he cried like a little bitch because I wouldn't let him use my lawnmower. Fuck you, motherfucker. Hey, wow, fuel's $4.19 over here. Anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, that's done with that. Done with that. Let's see here, what else we got. So that's Judas. So yeah, we're at pretty close to an hour now, so I'll close this out, do another video later after I drink some water and recoup my voice and throat. I've been talking for an hour straight. Okay, goodbye.